Hey there, this is Sarah, and I am officially making my first official video on this channel. Now, considering I planned to do this, you would think I would be totally prepared. I'd have my makeup done, I'd have good lighting and all of that. I'd have a script rather than a few hastily written bullet points on the back of an old check. But no, that's not how I'm rolling tonight. I've learned I learned a long time ago that for someone like me who's a little bit too much of a perfectionist and over analyzer, perfect is never going to happen. So sometimes it's just better to just go. So I was asked recently, with all of the different options out there. I don't know if you know this about me, if you're happening upon this video for the first time, but I'm a teacher. I am a teacher here in Texas. I've been teaching for 17 years. I'm a mom. I'm a stepmom. I sang for a long time. I write. I do all sorts of stuff. And about 4 years ago, I think about 4 years ago now, I chose to partner with a professional cosmetics company called LimeLife by Alcone. I did that for a bunch of reasons, actually. I had walked down the direct sales road a time or two before, and I had learned enough about it and done enough with it that I understood that if done right, it's a really powerful way to see the world, make connections, build a nest egg if you work at it diligently. But I hadn't really found my niche, however you want to pronounce that, until a friend of mine showed up working with LimeLife, and she seemed so happy. She just seemed to have a really good time. And there was this one particular day she put a post out on Facebook where she was offering samples, free samples of the skincare, and who would want some. And I raised my hand and said that I did. And she sent me a sample of 3 things. She sent me, and I remember what she sent 4 years ago. She sent me a sample of a cleanser called Quench Cleanse. She sent me a sample of Skin Therapist, now called Skin Therapy. And she sent me a sample of this delicious mask called Skin Polish that I fell in love with. And I tried all 3 of these things, and it was night and day. At the time, my son Aiden was 3, and so I was tired all the time, and I looked it. And I just took this one night and I did my face. I did this mask, and I felt like I looked so much better. And because I looked so much better, I felt better. It's amazing what a psychological tool just looking refreshed can be, right? So I tried those things and I loved them, and I started paying a little bit more attention. I started researching the company, looking more into it. I learned that they were a professional cosmetics company, and they'd been doing what they did since the 1950s. I learned that Alcone has been serving the stage and screen industry for decades. In fact, Alcone is the official makeup company of New York Broadway, so that's pretty cool. I saw some pictures of the company doing makeup for Brandon Lee back in The Crow. Long live Brandon Lee, right? And that just really appealed to me, the history of it. The fact that pro makeup artists, that this is the stuff that they load up in their kits, right? This is what they're actually using. And that you actually do see photo spreads and, celebrity shoots where they are wearing this makeup. And that just really, I just liked that. It's a cruelty-free company. The skincare is all paraben-free. Well, everything, it's all of it paraben-free. But I learned that the CEO created the skincare line with a good friend of hers who had battled cancer for years and had made her promise that when she developed her skincare line that she would do it with cancer sufferers in mind. And so she did. The whole skincare line was made without any hormone disruptors, organic, locally sourced stuff, natural, just really good stuff, free of fragrances and dyes. And so I thought, okay, I'm sold on the skincare. I've tried it. I love it. I'm going to try the makeup. So I ordered a liquid eyeliner pen, and I ordered a mascara, because mascara, it's so, I mean, it's so easy to get wrong, I guess. But so I got those things in, and the mascara, I just loved it. It made my lashes look really thick and longer, but it didn't make them look all spidery, which was kind of the popular direct sales mascara trend at the time. I always hated that. The eyeliner made this beautiful fine cat eye point, and I suck at putting on eyeliner, but I didn't using this stuff, and I loved it. And so I went ahead and joined. I got my kit, and I just sat on it like a spider on my web, because I was still very gun shy at the time of offering products to people. Didn't want to sound spammy, and I guess put myself out there. I wasn't ready for that yet, and so I decided that my mom would be my litmus test. And at the time, she had just had a mild heart attack, and she was dealing with a lot of health issues. And she's a beautiful woman, wonderful woman, and she just wasn't feeling herself. So I asked her if she would let me come and do a makeover on her. So I did. I went over, I gave her a full facial. We played with makeup. And by the time we were done, she looked so pretty. And the more important thing is that she felt really pretty. She was smiling. She was preening around in front of my dad. She placed a really big order, and of course she's been a long time customer of mine since then. But her joy in what she tried was genuine, and I knew that what I had felt using these things and what she had felt using these things, I mean, it wasn't a fluke. And so I started just offering to go do facials for people and let them play with makeup. And I started building a client base that way. And, I've only ever done this kind of extremely part-time because, like I said, I'm a mom, I'm a stepmom, I teach full-time. And so I really only have little pockets of time available. That's why, for me, direct sales is perfect. And this company is a perfect avenue to pursue that because I don't have time for a part-time job, but I needed that part-time income. My family needed it. And so I've been able to work, 30 minutes here, 15 minutes there, pretty consistently over the last few years. And this past Christmas was, 100% paid for with what I make from this company. And that's nothing to laugh at. I mean, that's just little pockets of time where I chose to not scroll my news feed or not watch a crap reality show. I chose instead to spend, 30 minutes doing that. And so for me, it's a really good fit for my life. It gives us a whole lot of freedom. It gives me a lot of freedom. And that safety net. I mean, there have been times over the last few years where we've had emergencies and issues go on, with my husband's job and other unpredictable things coming up, where we were able to use my commissions for groceries and putting gas in the car and really necessary things like that. So that is one of the big reasons why I chose LimeLife. My clients stick around. They love what they get, and they tend to continue to reorder. So it's really nice to put some energy towards building something that continues to stay. I mean, it's not like you're having to rebuild those efforts all over again and start fresh the following month with all new people. That's not the case. And in my experience, for the most part, when people try it, they really love it. And, a lot of them will order then or they'll order later on. I've been able to build a little team actually without, I haven't really done active recruiting, which that really does need to change because I feel like, I'm really sitting on this opportunity that has helped me and my family so much. And I feel like I'm being stingy at this point by not offering it to people. But in large part, that's because a lot of the growth that I've done over the last few years. So that brings me, I guess, to my last couple of points as to why I chose LimeLife. It's fun. It's fun. The women that I work with on my team, my sideline sisters, upline, downline, they're fun women. They're smart women. Halloween's a really fun time because you get to do a lot of really cool makeup looks for people and play with it, and that's just fun. How many times can I use the word fun in this video? I think I've used it like 10 times. Please don't count. Don't do tally marks or whatnot. But I think probably one of the biggest things that I've gotten from this opportunity, aside from the, benefits to my family, the personal development has been extreme. It's my brother had said once a few years ago that direct sales is basically it's personal development with an income, and that's really what it is. You have to really learn and understand that this is a relationship industry. You have to learn to develop a good relationship, an honest relationship with yourself, and always be looking to connect with people in a really authentic way, and looking yourself in the mirror, acknowledging your hangups, working through them, finding your strengths and your weaknesses, playing to your strengths, working on building your weaknesses, and really finding a way, finding your place in the world, in sales or whatnot, where it really is, it's the right place for you. You find your tribe, you find your people. And I think that's really, really important. And I think if it were not for this company, if it were not for this particular opportunity, I don't think I would have pursued personal development to the degree that I have. I know I wouldn't be sitting here on a video that I'm going to post publicly, not wearing a stitch of makeup. What is my hair doing right now? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. But yeah, I feel immensely more comfortable in my own skin now than I ever have before. That's the beautiful thing about it, I guess, using professional cosmetics and professional skincare. If you're using the right stuff, your skin is just getting better and better, and then really the need for the makeup drops down, and then when you do put it on, it really is just because you want to, because you want to play with it, because you're an artist and your face is your canvas. But yeah, I guess that's my story. Why do I why do I do LimeLife by Alcone? Because it's fun, it's satisfying, it's quality stuff, it's got history attached to it. This beautiful combination of really ground floor, but stability and good reputation. How often do you get to have those two things together? You don't. And in a world where, 95% of new businesses fail within the first 5 years, to have a company that hasn't even been in direct sales for 5 years, but the company itself is so established that it's been doing what it does and perfecting it for decades. We went global. We went global since I've been here. We partnered with L'Occitane, and L'Occitane took us global. Pretty amazing stuff. So yeah, I love my team. I love my clients. I love this stuff. I love the connections, the people that it's brought into my life. There are people that I now consider to be some of my best friends that I would have never met them if it weren't for the beauty of the internet and for this particular opportunity. But that's it. Now I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. That's it. Thank you for watching my very first video. There'll be more to come. Maybe with better lighting, maybe with makeup on. Probably my kid or my dog will pop up in at least one of those videos. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Reach out, send me a message. Talk to you later. Have a great evening.